Hey, so it's Tarts Week and we need to blind bake something. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, what is blind baking? Blind baking is a method that we use when we have a tart shell that must be baked completely before any of the filling goes in, like your fresh fruit tart. It's not just for tarts, though. Certain pies, you do this as well, like, say, a banana cream pie or a chocolate pie, where the crust is baked, obviously, but then a filling that doesn't need to be baked along with it goes in after. So this is blind baking. You've got your lovely tart shell all ready. Your sucre is in the tart pan. It's chilled, it's relaxed, it's ready to go into the oven, almost. We blind bake so that this guy stays in place in the oven. Sucre dough is a lot like cookie dough. It doesn't act the same way as pie dough does. It certainly doesn't handle the same way, which I know you guys are figuring out this week. So what's going to happen is if I bake this just like this in the oven, it's going to bubble up in the center and create a nice lovely dome that won't go back down and will leave far less room for the good stuff inside. But also this beautiful side is going to scooch down into the bottom. And so this 1-inch tall side that you have that's going to hold in all that gorgeous pastry cream you're making is going to be way, way shorter. And you're going to have less filling, less room for filling. And that stinks. So what do? We're going to line this with a piece of paper, and then we're going to fill it up with something that's going to weigh it down and keep everything in place. So first things first, I've got a piece of parchment paper. This is the parchment paper that I had this dough resting in when it was chilling. So, like that. And then, don't worry about that hole. And then, all right, so what did I just do there? I had a little fun, and then I also softened up this parchment paper so there aren't any big, sharp corners that are going to poke into my dough and make it weaker later on. So now that it's nice and far more pliable, I'm going to line my tart shell with it. I'm going to go right into the corner. And if you're using a square tart like me, the corner. I'm going to scoot all of that paper nice and flat into the corner like that. There you go. Step 1 complete. Now I'm going to weigh it down. What am I going to weigh it down with? This right here. This is a big old bag of mixed beans. Do you need this much? No, you don't. I just have a really big bag because I do really big orders. And so these beans are going to weigh all of this dough down and keep it all in place. How much I'm going to put in? Not that much, not enough. Not that much either, still not enough. I'm going to fill her up. Get rid of any old pieces of paper while I'm at it. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to scoot everything into every available nook and cranny, just like that. So there's beans in the center. There are beans that are going to hold everything down. There are beans all the way across and up against the wall of my tart tin, so that the edges, the corners, the sides are all going to be held in place by these beans. Now I'm ready to pop this into the oven. So this is a 350 oven behind me, ready to go. I'm going to put this onto a sheet pan and I'm going to bake it just like this. And then when the time comes, I'm going to show you what blind baked dough looks like. Why is it blind baked, by the way? Because we can't see the dough cooking. We don't know when it's done until we test it. We take a look. That's going to be in about 20 minutes. I'm going to take this out and have a look. And then I'm going to show you what you're going to be looking for when you are doing this yourself. Hold on.